Hello students, your exams are over. Now again in the mode of studies. Through this video, you are going to see some programs related with the string. One video Sir Rajul has uploaded and two videos by Sir Vinay, and this is the fourth video relating with your string programs. I will be explaining 6 programs through this. So let us begin the programs.
We are going to start our programs. The first program, what I am going to discuss is this string you need to print as this way. So the question is 26 January is celebrated as the Republic Day of India. That has to be changed. August 15 is celebrated as the Independence Day of India. So the change what you need to make is 26 to 15, January to August, Republic to Independence. Let us see this program first. This is your program. I have already typed and kept over here. This is a very simple program. So let us see. The string in the program what is given, it is fixed. This program is not for any string. This is only for this particular string. That is why I have declared that string. So string S is equal to our string. Now first what we need to do, I need to change January to August. So you know the function replace can be used for replacing a character or a string. So I am selecting here S dot replace January with August. So in this place what will come? August will come. Now what I need to replace is 26 has to be replaced as 15. So S dot replace 26 15. The next is what I need to replace is a Republic has to be replaced as Independence. So here S is equal to S dot replace a Republic to Independence. At last we are printing the string. Let us see the answer. First I am compiling the program. Then see the result over here. August 15 is celebrated as the Independence Day of India. See, there is only one output. There is no different outputs for this program. Only one output. Whenever you run, you will get the same thing. This is the second program. Write a program to enter a sentence from the keyboard and count the number of times a particular word occurs in it. Display the frequency of each word. See the example over here. Our sentence is the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Enter a sentence to be searched. I wanted to search this particular string and how many times it occurs in this particular string. So how many times it occurs in this particular string. So your output is you are searching and how many times you can see over here 2 times. So let us see this program. This is your program. All are requested to write the program in your copy. Pause and write the program. See, we are doing this program by using the scanner class. So scanner class we have called. Now this is the object for accessing the scanner methods. This message is for activating the terminal window. Okay, in terminal window we have given the message enter the sentence. String s is equal to se dot next line. That means a sentence will be entered by the user. Now next is enter the word to be searched. This is the word you need to search. That also will be entered by the user. So two things will be entered by the user. One is the sentence, and in that sentence which word you need to search, that also will be entered by the user. Now this is the main part over here, the logic. I am declaring a string. This is an empty string. This is an empty string. In this nothing is there, and it is initialized. Okay, there is nothing. Two double quotes are kept like this only. Okay, now another variable count is equal to 0. So I have two variables. One is a string variable and count. This is responsible for keeping the number of search words. Okay, how many times it came, and that number will be kept in this particular count variable. So we are going to run our loop. As you know, for every string program the index number starts from 0. That's why int I is equal to 0, then I less than s dot length less than. See, the length is 5, then the loop will run up to 4, 0 to 4, I plus plus. Okay, then what I am doing is I am extracting one character. We are considering this as a sentence. Okay, enter the word. This as a sentence I am considering. Suppose this I am considering. Then I am extracting char ch is equal to s dot caret I. In this first character, that is capital letter E, will be extracted, and I am checking if ch not equal to space. Here what is the character I got? I got capital letter E. I am checking that particular character is not equal to space. The character what I have extracted here, is it not a space? Yes, obviously E is not a space. So word is equal to word plus ch. That means a new word will be formed over here. This is the word formation. Okay, this is the word formation. So this will be continuing now. This will be continuing. Okay, so every time from here the characters will be extracted. Okay, from here the characters will be extracted one by one, and check whether it is a space. If it is not a space, that character will be added to this word. Okay, now comes the turn of this one. This is a space. Okay, then in ch what is there? We have space. If ch not equal to space means it's false. False means the control will move over here. Else part. In else part what it is going to do? We have successfully formed the word over here. Now we are checking word dot equal ignore case key. Okay, see, remember, are you remembering about the function equal ignore case? It will check the equality of two strings, okay, without considering the case. Whether it is uppercase or lowercase does not matter at all, but this function will check whether the first string is equal to the second one or not. So if word, what is the word we have extracted? Enter. Enter dot equal ignore case key. Key, I told you we are going to enter key as the. Then we are checking enter is equal to the. This is our, why the? Because this is our search word. That's why. Is both are equal, enter and the no, then this count variable won't be increased. Okay, count variable won't be increased. Now word becomes, okay, there was enter, now that word we need to remove. That's why this particular double quotes I kept. Now in word what was there? Enter. Now in word what is there after this execution? Nothing. Now word is empty. So we are, by this statement what we are doing, we are making this particular variable empty. There is nothing. Coming over here again, the loop is running. The loop is running. Now it starts from here. It will extract the, okay, so character will be extracted. First one, T will be extracted. It will be checked for space. It's not a space, so character will be added to this one. Then H will be extracted. Is it a space? No, so that also will be added. Then E will be extracted. Is it a space? No, so that also will be added to word, and space will be extracted. Okay, space will be extracted. In the space, this checking will be done. CH not equal to space, this becomes false. So in word what is there? The is there. Okay, the is there. Now coming, since the condition is false over here, the control comes to this part, checking word. In word what is there? The. Equal ignore case, without considering the case whether it is equal to the key. I told you I am going to enter here in this key as the only. So the is the key as well as the word extracted, both are equal, so counter will be increased once. Now what is the variable counter value? 1. Now after this counter value, when it is increased, the word will be emptied. This particular variable will be emptied, nothing will be there. Coming over here again, it will go for this word to be extracted. Okay, again this procedure will be continuing. And please note down one thing very important. I have added a space at last. Okay, because I am extracting each and every word from this particular sentence or any sentence, okay, by a space. Okay, by a space. So when it reaches over here, there is no space. That's why I have added a space automatically at the end, so that the last word, suppose it comes as the, then that also will be considered. Is it clear why I have added a space over here? Because I am considering each word. Before each word there is a space. See, enter, space is there, the space is there, word, space is there. Okay, like that. But after, in this particular place there is no space. That's why I have added a space. Now let us see the output. Closing it. Now void main, enter a sentence. Okay, any sentence you can enter. Okay, now word to be searched. Which word you need to search? The. How many times the occurs in the above sentence? Only one time. Let us run this program once again. Okay, I am typing the 3 times, then UI, then 1. Okay, I wanted to search the. See how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So that was the second program. We have the next program, third one. Okay, it is visible. Write a program using a method palen to check whether a string is palindrome or not. When you reverse the characters, then the reversed one and the original one will be equal. See, input. madam. When you reverse this, what comes? When you reverse this, what comes? See, start from here. M-A-D-A-M. What comes? Same string comes. That's why it's a palindrome. LFS. You reverse this, what will come? It will come S, then F, then L. Is this string and this are equal? No. So it's not a palindrome. Is it clear? This program we are going to see. This is a very simple program. Let us see this. See palindrome program. See, this is your basic class and all those things. I have here. Important thing is two strings I have mentioned, S and S1. It is initialized. Okay, it is initialized and there is nothing. These two strings are empty strings. Scanner object, the message, enter the words. Okay, you are entering a word only. That's why sc.next. Okay, you have received your word. Now loop is running. Here I am running the loop from, see, suppose it is madam. See, you are, suppose your character M-A-D-A-M. Okay, what is the length of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 characters are there. So that is the length. But you know, its index number will vary from 0 to 4. Okay, index number will vary from 0 to 4. That's why my first index position, I is equal to s dot length minus 1. Okay, I am going to extract characters from here. So what is the index number of this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the index number. When I calculate the length, I'll get 5, but I need to run the loop from 4. Okay, that's why length minus 1. And less, greater than or equal to 0. Why 0? Because see, this is the last index position. I am running this loop from a higher index number to lower index position. That's why I minus minus. Okay, now s is equal to s1 plus s dot char at I. You just see this only. S dot char at I. That means s is our madam. Okay, character at ith position. Ith position at present for me is this m. Okay, that will be added to s is equal to s plus. That will be added simply to s1. To which variable it will be added? S1 it will be added. Okay, to S1 it will be added. Now this loop is running. This I minus minus. Okay, that means this is your position now. Okay, so in this index number, S1 is equal to S1 plus S dot char at I. Okay, so this character will be extracted and that will be added to S1. Again D will be extracted and that will be added to S1. Again A will be extracted, that will be added to S1. Then M will be extracted, that also will be added to this S1. So finally in S1 what is there? See, what is there? M-A-D-A-M. Okay, it's over now. Now we are checking if S1 dot equals S. See this? S1, that is our reversed string. What is S1? The reversed string and the original string, both are equal. Then what will be printed? The input word is a palindrome word. Else what will be printed? Input word is not a palindrome word. So here what we are doing is we are running a loop from the last index position to the first index position and extracting the character and adding it to a variable. Now after the entire word is formed in the reverse form, you are checking whether the newly formed word and original word both are equal or not. We are running the program. Enter the words. Okay, let us. Madam is palindrome. The word madam is palindrome. Look at another example. In this, okay, LFS. Its LFS is not palindrome. Now, look at the next example, that is the fourth one. Write a program to assign a full path and file name as given below. See, you need to enter a string like this. Okay, that's all. You read the question, no problem, and write the question, no problem. And see, you need to enter a string like this. Okay, this is those who are knowing DOS operating system, otherwise observing the file structure of Windows. This is a path. Okay, and this is the extension. This is the file name. These two are folders. Okay, so I'm getting a path like this. Now I need to separate all these things. The path is this much and the file name is this one and extension is this. I need to print it separately, that's all. Let us see the program. Scanner object, then the message, you are receiving your character. Okay, now see, first I need to extract the last index of what? Last index of backspace. Okay, where is the last index of backspace? Look at this, I am copying this particular thing, I am copying. Okay, copied, and I am going to paste it over there so that you can understand what is going on here. This is the path of the file what we are pasted, and we have here we have flowers also, flower.jpg. This is the exact one. In this we need to identify last index of what? So you are knowing this is the last index of, see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 slashes, backslash, 4 are there. This is the index position of the last backslash. So let us count this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22th position. So 22nd position is the last index of this one. 22nd. Now last index of this dot. So in this X, 22 is there and Y, 28 is there. Is it clear? Now string path is equal to S dot substring 0 to, I need to get the path. This is the thing I need to get. So I am getting this substring. This function I am using, S dot substring 0, starting from here to X plus 1. Okay, so when you give two ranges, then if I am mentioning up to here, then that particular character won't be included up to here. That's why X plus 1. That means X plus 1 means up to here I am mentioning. Up to here I am mentioning. So this won't be included in this particular substring. It will include up to here only. So the last what you have mentioned, X plus 1, that won't be included up to, see, X plus 1 means up to here, but your in the substring will include or extract character up to here only. So you got this. Now string file is equal to the file name I am going to extract. File name is equal to s dot substring x plus 1. X plus 1 means this one. Okay, 22 plus 1, 23. 23 starting from 23 to what? Y. This is y. Okay, this won't be included, so flower you will get in this particular one. Now extension, where is the extension? This is y, so y plus 1 means from this whatever is left, that is the extension. Okay, so substring function you should know very clearly in order to do this program. Now we have extracted our things over here, just we need to print it. Then system.out.println path, then the file name, the extension, all we have stored here simply. Okay, that is what our program is. So I am removing this and we are compiling our program. Let us see the result now. This is the path program. See, enter the full path. See, the path, the file name, the extension, all came. Now we have the next second last program. This is an overloading. Question can come like this also. See, it's a very big question. You have to read, you take your time and read. Okay, see, it's a very big question. This much it is. First one, see, question is nothing, just it's an overloaded function, that's all. Get a string here. See, the overloaded function will have the same name, joy string, all the places same. Now the argument part will differ. See, string s, two strings, and here one string and character argument, two character arguments. In this program, what it is doing, see, technology is given, technology is given, and in this A has to be replaced with the O, that's all. Okay, that is the first one. Now second one is, in this one, see, position of the first space and the last space of the given string, position of the index position of the first space and last. See, first space 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why 5 came. Last also this is. Okay. Now this is only just combining these two. Okay, Commonwealth Games. You just combining it only. So that is our program. So let us see that program. Overload. See, when overloaded functions are given and it is not mentioned to write a main method, then no need of writing, you can leave it as it is. Only you need to write this much only. Okay, so see, class overload, public static void joy string, then this is the string character. Okay, then s dot replace ch1 ch2, meaning this string will be replaced with the, okay, wherever this character is there, wherever from this string, wherever this particular character is there, that will be replaced. See, let us see the see this. If I am giving technology this A and this one, A I am giving over here and O here, means wherever A is there, that will be replaced with O, that's all. The next one is joy string s. See, we need to print the first space, its index position, and the last index position of the space, that's all. S is equal to index of first space and in the last index of this. So this is directly we are using the function. Index of will give you the first index position of whatever you are mentioning. Here we are mentioning the space, last index of space. Okay, this is your character, space is the character, that's why it is given in this single quotes. So we are printing it simply. Now see this two strings. You need to add that two strings. That's all. Now in order to run this, compile, then close it. So let us see the program. There are three functions. According to the function, whatever you are taking, the input and output will be depends on this only. See, I am giving here two strings. This is the last one actually. Okay, tech, and here I am giving now. See, technology. Okay, it's added, and in this overloaded function here one space is given. If you are not giving the space, that will be coming together. Is it clear? I have given a space, otherwise it will come together. That's all. So this way you can run all these three methods. See this string s in this first index 6, then last index, the space it is printed over here. Okay, then we have the last one, this here the string. Okay, L F S L F S. Okay, now this S has to be all S. This is character, so it need to be given there in the single quotes. Then all S will be replaced with the O. So that also I am giving in quotes. Now see, this is the output. Now the last question, see this. Input a sentence and convert it into uppercase and count and display the total number of words starting with a letter A. See this. So in this is the sentence. How many words are there? It's starting with a 1, 2, 3, then 4. That's all. 4 words. You need to print that only. You need to do this as a homework. Let us see this program now. Okay, coming over here, this is your program. So same, almost the same as the previous program, but I have explained the how to search a word. Same way. See, your util package scanner class, then enter the sentence. See this, that sentence, I am reading that sentence and converting to uppercase also. Okay, I read that sentence, then converting to uppercase, and I am adding a space to the sentence. Okay, because I am going to extract each word, I am recognizing each word by using a space. Now string, word is equal to empty string. I have declared. What is the name of the string? Word. In count is equal to 0. Counts, I have made it 0. We need to count the number of strings which is starting with A. So as previously what we have done, same way, 0 the loop is starting, then length, okay, I plus plus, character I have extracted, I am extracting the first character. Now if it is not a space, I am adding. So in this step what is forming? Words are formed. Okay, words are formed up to here. When a word is complete, it will come to the else part. Okay, so suppose consider this as the word, this as a word. Okay, copy, I am pasting it here for your I am placing it here. Enter the sentence. This is the sentence what we are going to see. Okay, so enter is formed here in word. Now checking, then comes the space. Here also I have added a space. Here also I have added a space. Remember that. Enter, I got it here in word. Now checking, when the word is formed, the control comes to else part. Checking word dot caret 0. See, word dot caret 0. Word is enter. Caret 0. what is there? E is there. Okay, word dot caret 0 is equal to A. No, it's not A, it's E only. So count plus plus, this variable won't be increased. Okay, then word becomes empty. Now here in this loop, again it's going to form the next word. What is the next word? The. That will be formed here. Okay, in word what will be there? The will be there. And then space comes. Space comes means control moves to the else part. Checking word dot caret 0. Word is the. Its caret 0 means this one. Is it equal A? No. So counter won't be increased now also. And again coming over here, then this is your word. That will be formed here because space is there, that's why. Formed. Coming over here, sentence dot caret 0. What is sentence dot caret 0? S. Is it equal to A? No. So counter won't be increased. Word will be empty now. Coming over here, the loop ends over there. There is nothing to execute. And coming out of the loop and printing the number of words starting with the A, in this case what will be printed? 0 will be printed. Okay, this is what the way how the program is going to run. Now let us compile and run our program. See, any sentence you can enter. See, I have entered ADMNO, RNO. Okay, now see, starting with A, how many are there? 2 are there. That's it, it's printed. So this was the program with the string. We are concluding string over here and we will be starting the next chapter, that is array, in the next video lecture. Okay, take care of yourself. Bye bye.